Alright guys, so today we're going to be attempting to restore this whiteout deploy that I bought on eBay a while ago. The one side's pretty good, I don't have to do much, but the other side's pretty rough. So I'm going to completely disassemble it, and then strip all the parts and get it ready for the restoration. Alright, so I got all the screws out and we're about to open it for the first time. It'll come open here. I guess I barely know how to take these deploys apart. They're kind of difficult, actually. Alright, so I can take one screw out the back. Something just fell. A little pin of some sort. We'll keep that inside for later. I took pictures of all the screw ports and everything before I got started, so good on that accord. I did not miss a screw port. I'll come back when I get this figured out. Okay, so I did miss two screw ports. You have to go through these little holes right here in the stock. I never knew what those were for, actually. I honestly, when I've taken apart deploys before, I kind of just ripped them apart. Hopefully it's not too bad on the inside. Alright, it's not that bad. It's a lot better than I thought. But it's still not the best. There's some more screws in here I'm trying to take out without losing them. But I got this on eBay for pretty cheap. A lot cheaper than most people get the whiteout deploys. So I'm pretty happy with the price I paid. It's just a little more effort to restore it, which in my opinion is pretty worth it. So what we're going to do is fully disassemble this, take every single part out of it, and then we're going to strip. I'm going to bathe and clean every single part with alcohol and a normal bath. Geez, I hate taking these things apart because there's dirt all in these and there's dirt on the outside. So we'll clean it up and then see what I have to do afterwards. Like there's even a dead bug in here. That's kind of gross. I'll get back to you when I finish that. Alright, so I just finished disassembling the deploy. Lots and lots of parts that I have to keep track of. And I'm probably not going to be able to keep track of all of them. That's okay. Most of them are useless anyway to me. So now I have to go give all of these pieces the bath. I'm going to test the solution that I'm using. Actually, I'll go grab it right now. It is this stuff. I found it in this brand. It's like some bleach. I honestly don't know what this is actually for. All I know is it contains 40% hydrogen peroxide, and it's more like a gel than like an actual liquid. And it's going to be nice and easy to spread on this deploy and reverse the fading process. They do this with retro computers, and I'm going to do it to a Nerf blaster. So I'm going to try to keep pieces like this, but honestly, this is just chip paint at this point. So I might go over and just repaint this part of it, keep the actual white. And I'm testing it on the stock because I don't want all of the cool logos to go off. Some of them are pretty good. Actually, most of them are pretty good. And the sun fading should restore most of them. Like, even the colors are still vibrant on this. Just the difference between this and this is pretty drastic. And even this side. I'm still going to do this side just in case, too. Because it doesn't look exactly... It doesn't look too bad, but I'm just going to do it just in case for a tiny bit. But... I'm going to go clean these out, and then we'll start doing that. Alright, all the pieces are now cleaned off. They're all washed. So I'm going to start putting them in these just bags. I'll have a bag for each one. And I'm going to cover the entire thing with this... I still don't even know what this is. Activator. It's activator for something. Developer. Some activator for developer. I don't know about hair. I know about Nerf guns. So, looking on the website and stuff, that told me how to restore this stuff. You just do a nice coating with like a toothbrush and stuff. Make sure it's all nice and in there and in all the cracks. I'm even going to put some in here and stuff and all the stuff. Just so the white is nice and even. And then I will be able to tell the difference because like on some parts there's these difference. So I'm going to do some tests first. I'm going to go do a test on... I might trying to do a piece that wouldn't be that visible. I might do one of these pieces. I'm probably going to do like this piece. It's the smallest part that is sun-stained at all. And then you can barely tell in this light, but in real life there's sun stain here, and then the rest is actually completely white. And then this difference is pretty noticeable too. But I'm just going to do that. I'm going to do this one because it's the smallest area it's the smallest area that is seen. Now there was some stuff that I didn't plan for, as this, I don't even know what this is. I think it's just scruff marks. I thought it was just dirt or something. So I'm probably actually going to paint over this. Now, not the white. I'm going to tape off the white and stuff entirely when I'm done masking. We'll see how it looks when I'm done restoring. Maybe this is just like paint or something that's scraped off. Or I'm pretty sure it's just gray paint. I have some Citadel, I think. I think I have dark gray. If not, I'll try to find an acrylic paint to match this. I think I do have a nice Citadel that'll match this. And if not, I can always just repaint all the gray parts just like the stock. Because there are a bunch of nicks on the back. I am going to end up repainting this side too. And I definitely have an orange. So that'll definitely... And that's not too bad. Considering the whole thing sun-stained, I only have to paint over one part to make it look a lot better. It's fine by me. So I'm going to start doing that. And I'll show you what I'm doing for the actual restoration process. Just a little side note, if I move all the crap on my table. Sorry about the messy table, by the way. I have 3 different projects going down. It is definitely recommended that you wear gloves for this process. So I would not recommend doing this without gloves. And we're just going to take this, and I'm going to do... I'm going to do a size up the bag. I'm actually going to do the stock first, so because it has the least amount of area that I have to cover. I'm not going to try to... Actually, no, we're going to do this piece first. I forgot. Sorry. I'm going to grab a toothbrush, and I will start the process and keep it rolling for you guys. Alright, so I got my toothbrush. We're going to prepare the bag by having it open. I'm actually going to move these pieces, just throw them onto the bed. So I actually have a special device. Well, that's a weird word to say. I have... Ooh, that didn't sound good. I have a... I'm not going to be using sunlight, as in Pennsylvania right now, it is a whiteout. See if I can just dip it in. Okay, that worked. Ooh, don't want to get too much on my table. So you just rub a good amount on the area that you want to restore. Not too much there where it clunks up. I have a bit of clunkage up in the corner. So we're actually going to have a paper towel. Oh, that was a bad rip. Alright, so we just knocked that over. That's pretty successful. First fail on camera. I'm going to, actually. There we go. That should be pretty good. I'm actually going to leave it a little more clunked up. Now, the reason you put this in a bag is so it doesn't evaporate when it's in the sunlight or in any UV light. Most people use either sunlight for this or UV bulb, but I actually have a special thing for this. So I will be back when I can actually show you that. So I'll go right down right now. I actually have a really good device for doing this. I have a tanning bed in my house. It's a little weird, but we have one, so why not use it? I'm gonna do a 5-minute interval test, just see how it works, and then I'll keep going with I'll show you the results, and then I'm gonna extend it to 15. So we'll see where we are at the end. Not really much of a difference with 5 minutes. I was just seeing how much output the tanning booth would have. So now we're gonna crank it up to 30 minutes. Oh, now it stops. So inside the tanning booth right now are all the pieces except for the main body pieces, because I do not have bags big enough to fit them. So that little piece has been going, this is 20 minutes for it, and then the rest are just starting on 15, so hopefully it turns out okay. I'll show you the results when they're done. Alright guys, so this is the first piece we did. This is about 1 hour and 5 minutes, and you can see it's completely white now. So now what I gotta do is go in and wash it. But the other pieces are starting to turn well too. Top, so this one's starting to look pretty good. I'm gonna do another 15 minutes for each of these and then check on them. Like even this one's looking pretty good. This was the really rough side, and it's looking pretty damn nice. So this is a small piece. This one needs a little more, just a tiny bit off. So I think another 15 minutes or to another 30 minutes, this piece is done. This one's done. So after another 15 minutes or maybe even 30, I might do 30. These will be done. And then I just have to do the body again, and but I can do these any time of day with this tanning bed. So if you got a tanning bed, do it. Just kidding, but This process definitely works, and if you have a blaster that is like this, I would recommend doing it. After I took it out of the package, and not package, but bag, and I started washing it off, you can see that is completely white now. It pretty much reverses, what the bleach does is it reverses the process of the UV light, which is in the sun. My gun must have been outside because there's dirt in it and stuff too. I bet this person just left it outside, which is pretty poor for a whiteout gun. You should not do that to a whiteout gun. If you do that, I'm going to slap you. But it pretty much takes it and puts chemicals that were in the UV light and reverses the process, which I honestly don't know how it does it. I'm not a chemist or anything, but this is an easy process, and it gets you great results. Like, that is completely white again. No yellowing on this whatsoever. So I'm very excited that this worked. And when I looked in the tanning booth, it looked like the printing wasn't coming off, which is what I was worried about. But if you're worried about printing, this piece doesn't have any, but it shouldn't be a problem. And that just be really careful when you're washing it, because I don't know if the paint's going to be diluted. I'm going to wait and just let it sit out here for a little 5 minutes after it's done in the tanning booth. And then I'll show you the results after I wash those and everything's done. Alright guys, here's the finished whiteout deploy. So, as you can see, it looks pretty much perfect. The only fading is right here, and I'm probably going to touch up on that with some Citadel paint just to make it not look like poop. Still functions perfectly though. And here on the channel, I will not be using these stock internals because honestly, the deploy does kind of suck, but it looks really cool. So I'm actually going to be replacing it with, Berserker internals. So the one on this, the pump isn't really working, but I've gone in and tested the tank does work, so I'm going to be using this tank and rerouting the pump to the deploy. So we're going to be using that. And on the front of it is the Tri-Strikes attachment, because it's going to be nice if I'm pumping this up to just be able to slam darts off, and it matches pretty well. I'm happy with that. And I just think that's a cool looking combo. So yeah, stay in tune for that mod in the future. It will definitely be on the channel, and as always, have a great day.